Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Knight here, and I am coming back at you again today, people, with a brand new video. And today's video is going to be pretty interesting because it is my 200 subscriber special. So, first of all, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you guys for supporting me and for helping me grow as a content creator and as a channel. This is a pretty big milestone for me, so I just want to give a big thank you to you guys for that. And so for today's video, I have a little bit of a special treat for you all. It's actually not going to just be centered around Fortnite this time around, but instead, I'm actually going to be doing a top 10 list of my personal favorite video games of all time. I personally think that I have such a weird and just different taste in video games that almost no one would expect, that I think it would make for a pretty fun top 10 list. So I decided, why not do one for a video? So if you do enjoy, then please do me a favor and leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe. Join the other 200 people that have joined my channel in the last year. And anyways, with that said, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so before we jump into the top 10, I do have to give a couple quick honorable mentions. So the first of which is going to go to Wii Sports. I mean, this game is just such a classic, and it is so iconic, and I still love to play this even to this day. It's just such a fun and enjoyable game to play with my friends and with my family. It's probably one of the most social games that I love to play. It's amazing. And also, not to mention, I mean, the memes. Like, this game it's so iconic, it's unbelievable, and it is so much fun to play. And then the next one is going to go to Plants vs. Zombies. I personally think this is actually a very underrated game. It was very popular for a time, but it seems like now that popularity has died down. But I recently got back into it by just playing it on my phone, and I completely forgot how much I loved it. It's such a fun and enjoyable game. And honestly, it's a shame that I can't put this in the top 10, but I figured I would at least give it a mention. But now, with all that out of the way, let's jump into the top 10. Alright everyone, so kicking off our list at the number 10 spot, this is going to be Donkey Kong Country Returns. Honestly, hands down, my personal favorite Wii game of all time. And honestly, whether I'm playing it on the Wii or the 3DS, I still love this game. It's so amazing. Like, it was so enjoyable to play that I even find myself playing it like today. You know, I sometimes play with my little brother. It's so amazing. The gameplay is awesome. And honestly, the graphics for a Wii game, I say, are not too bad. It's a really great game that I would always find myself playing if I ever found the chance to. Alright, and now moving on to our number 9 entry. This is going to be my personal favorite horror game of all time. It's going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. Honestly, this game is just, like, I'm not talking about the sequels, I'm not talking about any of the new stuff they're making. I'm talking about the original first game with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and if you are unlucky, Golden Freddy. Honestly, this game, it is mind-blowing how far the franchise has come. It's just like, it was so popular in its prime, and it's still pretty freaking popular even to this day. It's honestly a little bit insane if you ask me, considering just the concept about it. But honestly, it is a really, really great game that changed the horror game genre as a whole. And honestly, I give it a lot of respect and a lot of love. And honestly, not even the gameplay itself is what I love about it, but more so just the lore and the impact it's had. And now moving on to number 8, this is going to be Lego Batman, the video game. Now, I could have put quite a few different Lego video games on here because I'm a sucker for Lego. And so, Lego video games have always just been one of my things ever since my childhood. But honestly, if I could only choose one, it hands down has to be Lego Batman. It was just so much fun playing this all the time, grinding it out. Me and my older brother, always just playing in our room on our PS3, just grinding out Lego Batman. He was Batman, I would be Robin, or we'd switch things up, Joker and Two-Face, or you know, it was such a crazy fun game that because of the nostalgia and the memories I've made of it, I could not give it a spot on the list. Alright, now moving on to our number 7 position. This is going to be GTA 5. Honestly, it's just another one of those games that I really love purely for the social aspect. Honestly, it's become so iconic now because of how dumb it is. I mean, like, this game is just so stupid, but it's stupid fun. Honestly, it is so stupid fun. I love it, okay? I mean, there's just so much messing around you can do in this game. I mean, you can, just buy explosives, crash into people with cars, or do whatever the heck it is you want to do, mess around with your friends. There's just like almost infinite potential with this game, and it's another one that, again, I remember playing with my older brother back in the day, and even nowadays I still do kind of play this a little bit. It's one that I have so many memories of, and I still make memories with it, and so it comes in at number 7. And now moving on to our number 6 spot. This is going to be Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This is another one that I personally would say is very, very underrated. At least, nowadays it is. It is just, without a doubt, my personal favorite DS and 3DS game of all time. It passes everything else in that category. It's just so much fun. Honestly, I don't even play any other game in the Mario and Luigi series, but this is the only one I need. Just being able to play as Bowser, walking around and just have it, like, literally every fight you get into is a boss fight because you yourself are the boss. The mechanics are great, the graphics are memorable, the music is awesome, everything about it just works for me. It is a solid 10 out of 10 game, and again, it's just one that I still love to play even to this day, despite the fact that it came out on a DS, which is, like, I'm pretty sure by this point, a little over a decade old. Alright, now I'm cracking into the top 5. We're actually going to be sticking with the Mario franchise. This is going to be Super Mario Bros. 3. Definitely the oldest game on this list, but it is old but gold. That's honestly the best way I can describe this. Just such a fun game. I remember playing this with my family all the time on our NES Classic or at my grandma's on her old NES. Just easily, without a doubt, my favorite, like, Super Mario Bros. Game ever. It's so much fun, so much stuff that you can do in here. The power-ups, it's like perfectly paced in the worlds, and just everything about it is so much fun. I love playing this game, whether it be solo or with friends or with family. Whatever the case may be, this game is just so much fun to play, and honestly, like, if there's any, like, old NES game I would recommend, it hands down has to be this one. Alright, and now moving on to our number 4 entry. This is going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty tempted to put Super Smash Bros. 4 on the list instead of this. However, I personally just find myself playing this one more because it just has, a bigger variety of characters and variety of maps and all that other stuff. So, I personally just find it to be a bit more fun. But honestly, just, I know I say a lot on this list that I love a lot of the games on here because of the social aspect of playing them with friends and family. But honestly, I'd say that probably applies to this game more than any other game on the list. It is just so much fun. It is such an amazing experience. And just the very concept of taking all these different characters from different franchises and universe and just throwing them into this giant arena for, like, an insane, awesome battle to the death. It's incredible. It is so much fun. Just, you can take your favorite character and duke it out against your friend using their favorite character. It's so much fun. I absolutely love it. And honestly, I would say my personal favorite character is probably Bowser Jr. What's yours? Comment down below. But honestly, like, if you haven't played this game or any of the Smash games for that matter, try it out. Like, honestly, if you haven't played Smash, you haven't lived. Alright, and now moving on to number 3. This is going to be The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game is just so amazing simply for the experience of the gameplay and the mechanics. I would probably say that while it might not be coming in at number 1, it is probably the closest thing to flawless. Like, I would say out of any game on this list, this is the one that I find myself the least saying, I wish they would change this, or I wish they would improve that, or I wish they would get rid of this, or put this thing in. I like almost never find myself saying that. And that is honestly a very, very big thing to achieve, if you ask me. There's a lot of games that, like, while they are great, there are still a lot of things that, people have issues with, or, just, obviously everything has flaws. But this one, like, 90% of the time, I never find myself complaining about it. And that's just, it is amazing. It's just such an awesome game. Easily, without a shadow of a doubt, my favorite game in the Zelda franchise. It's so much fun. And, if you're any familiar with the Zelda games, but you haven't played this one, I definitely recommend it. Alright, and now moving on to our number 2 entry. This is going to be Minecraft. Good old freaking Minecraft, dude. Honestly, before it was Fortnite, it was Minecraft. Minecraft was the game that I was on 24/7. I played it more than any other video game. It was just like, and I was an absolute god at it. I grinded it out all the time. It was honestly just, it's such a fun game, and I still even play it to this day, although I would definitely say I'm very, very rusty. But yeah, it's just, I have to put it on the top 10 simply due to the sheer infinite amount of possibility it has. You know, you can play creative, play survival, play hardcore, complete challenges, play games with your friends, do PvP, go online on a server, whatever the heck you want to do. Minecraft has got you covered, okay? There's almost nothing you can't do in this game. Okay, except for shoot guns. But, outside of that, it's just, I mean, it is incredible. Definitely, without a doubt, the best sandbox game out there. And just like, I couldn't not put it in the top 3, or else I would probably have to get banned from life. Alright, but then everyone, finally closing off our list at the number 1 spot. It's probably the most obvious number 1 entry I think I've ever done on my channel. It's going to be Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, granted, it might be lacking in some areas. It might not have the complete infinite possibilities like Minecraft. It might not be completely flawless in terms of mechanics and gameplay like Breath of the Wild. And it might not even be the most fun to play with friends and family like Smash Bros. Or GTA 5. And it has also become an absolute sweatfest, which can make it an insane, rage-inducing nightmare at times. But yet, it still gets the number 1 spot. Why? Well, it's because this is the game that I have played the most by far for the past 3 years. It is the game that I literally feature in every intro of every video I do. It is the game that you are literally watching gameplay of for this entire video right now. It is the game that I have literally based my entire channel around because of how much I play it, how much I love it, and how just deep down I will always have a soft spot for it. Now, it does have issues. It isn't flawless. It doesn't have infinite potential, but it's still just, again, because of how much I play it and how much I love it and how I've still stuck with it for this long, I can't not give it the number 1 spot. So therefore, it comes in above everything else. But anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And let me know in the comments, what are your top 10 favorite video games of all time? I want to see your guys' picks in the comments below. And again, just huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel for helping me reach that 200 milestone. You guys are all amazing, such absolute legends. But anyways, with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.